Good evening. Welcome to SNES Central Twitch stream. Last night was a very exciting night because I found out about an unreleased SNES game that has been on the internet for years, but I had never heard about it. So luckily, Petrovic Wow here, who's in the chat, came into my Discord. Hey, Monkey Spider. So he came into Discord and said, "This game, there is no information on your site about it." And I'm like, "I've never heard of this game. It's probably unreleased." And he said, "Well, there's YouTube videos of it." I'm like, "Oh, geez, this must be some scene release." And yeah, it was. So, without further ado, I'll make this bigger. Total Football. So it's probably no wonder that I didn't know about it because it's just a soccer game, and there's like 30 soccer games that came out for the SNES. So it just got it was just an obscure unreleased game that I'd never heard of because it probably was only going to be released in Europe with a title like Total Football. So, you know, I think it's this is a good reason why we need to go through all the scene releases and document them because there's a ton of prototypes in there that nobody's ever really looked at. So let's give it a shot here. And let's go. Let's see what this game's all about. I haven't really played this yet. So this is going to be released by Acclaim. They released another game, I can't remember. But they released another soccer game, but this is a different game. So by John Reitman and Bernie Drummond. So I assume this was supposed to be PAL, but the emulator is running at 60 Hertz, so hopefully that's not a problem. Got 3 language options. And look how glitchy it is. Holy crap, that's glitchy. Confirm is X. A bunch of different matches. World Cup, Friendly, World League, Mini Cup. Now, I always like to look at the option first. Do computer matches, 5 minutes, fouls. This looks like it would be a pretty comprehensive soccer game. Unlike some soccer games, they actually have controls at the bottom to tell you how to select things, which is really nice. No mysteries like Player Manager. And nothing's happening. I'm hoping it isn't just the emulation due to it being 60 Hertz. If it is, I'll have to run it from the command line, but that's not really a problem. Domark. Let's see here. Look how glitchy that is. Let's try World Cup. I'm using SNES 9X. If it's really bad, I'll try it in BSNES, but I'm hoping not because that's kind of a pain to use when I'm streaming. Doesn't like that. Look how glitched that is. I mean, SNES and X is good enough that it should play any game, so if there's problems, it's probably just that it should be run in PAL. Although that kind of glitch, it doesn't really make sense that that's a PAL glitch. Select battery backup. Mini cup. Doesn't want me to play anything. That's pretty nice graphics, actually. Let's see. Ire. Maybe the developers were Irish. See if they have Canada. Doesn't look like it though. Go with Australia. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Oi, oi, oi! Yes! It might actually play. Or it might just... Oh, no. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, it's probably two-player mode or something. I don't have a second player set up. Exit, yes. Maybe you need to select the players from here. That just crashes the game. This game is very buggy. Definitely not anywhere close to completion if it's this buggy. So I mean, this came out as a scene release, so you would think that it probably would have been close to being finished. So let's do World League. Start new league. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Total football. Press select. Pressing every button and nothing is happening. Even pressing select. Hmm. Hmm. What the heck is going on with this game? Choose a hot shot. Some super glitches. Music's pretty pumping here. Look at that. Nothing happens. Yeah, you have to start a new league before you can play. Play as Argentina. Lost in Venezuela last week. Apparently it was tragic. Poor Messi. Oh, look at all those glitches. You know, oh, here we go. Oh, this is just computer though. Like, I'm not controlling this. Okay, these kind of glitches, it has to be because it should be run in PAL. So I'm gonna start that. Okay, let's. It should be running in PAL mode now. I'm just gonna check to make sure. It'd be really nice if the SNES 9X authors actually put an option to select toggle PAL. It should be running in PAL. Coin toss. It's gonna be heads. It's gonna be heads. Hopefully this time it will actually be playable. Yeah, you can see there. It's the goal, or the goal is no longer glitching out. Look at that guy. He's just crawling. That's crazy. I don't even know if I'm actually controlling anything. Okay, I am. So the guy with the number over the head is the guy I'm controlling. it's I don't think it's actually possible to switch the player you're playing as, which is really strange. Unless it's select. Oops. No, like it's not actually possible to switch the player that you're controlling. So I'm always this number 2 guy. I love the guy who's like dancing around. Yeah, the problem is it's definitely not complete, and you can't do things like switch which player you're playing as. I just love the guy crawling. That's awesome. Oh man. Multiple angles of the play. Where are you, number 2? There he is. Give me the ball. I want the ball. Oh, I almost got it. Oh no, AI. Like, I've never played a soccer game where you don't gain control of the player who has the ball. That's like really weird. You'd think that'd be one of the first things you'd try to do. I mean, if you look at this game, the graphics are really good. The plays, the frame rate is good. Like, I mean, this if it came out, would have probably been a pretty good soccer game. But obviously, this is not nowhere close to being complete. Just that little blue orb, which is my player. I wonder if there's an option that allows you to be able to switch the player. I'll check the options after and see if that's possible. It doesn't really make much sense that you can't switch players. At least my players are super aggressive. They're getting the goals. One thing to note, though, the score is 4 to the other team. Which leads me to wonder if the computer AI is actually scoring on our own goal. And that was the only time, that corner kick was the only time where I controlled somebody other than number 2. See, the score went up for the other team. It's crazy. Like, what's going on? Yeah, the other team is winning, even though my team is doing all the scoring. I'm gonna play like, elementary school students. Just run after the ball. Hover towards the ball. Yeah! Okay, as far as I can tell, there's no actual timer, so I don't know. I don't know if this just keeps going on forever or. I briefly looked at the video for the Genesis version of this game or the Mega Drive version. It actually did came out, I think. Yeah, I'll try to see if there's a celebration like that. You know, keep in mind this game came out or was supposed to come out almost 25 years ago, so maybe the celebration that inspired that is forgotten. Yeah, I don't think there's an actual timer, so this might just continue forever. Yeah, I'm going to reset this because I think this is just going to keep going on and on. Or I don't have to reset, I can just... I don't know if there's a mercy rule. Yeah, we'll look at the options and see if there's an actual way to change the characters or the players. You can change the number of players. Okay, that just froze the game again. This game is very buggy and incomplete. These are pretty good. Grooving. Get the bass guitar. Boom. 30 minutes. I'm not going to play that for 30 minutes. Yeah, you can set it to 5. We'll try that. If I can figure out how to get it to work again. Ah! So it's going to be a 5-player game. That's pretty obvious. So, I have to wonder with these kind of glitches if it's just a bad dump. I mean, this is a scene release, so it wouldn't surprise me if it's a bad dump. Unfortunately, if it is a bad dump, there's like nothing that can be done about it. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. change the angle, or I can, yeah, if you try to change the angle, it just crashes the game. Well then. It's crazy how the game is crashing so much. You know, I get the impression that the scene release people, they usually would only put something out if it was actually playable. Like, they didn't put out everything. So that was definitely true with Real Shitty Batman. They definitely did not. They definitely just put it out because they thought it was funny rather than it was good. Let's see if this works this time. Just be very careful. Not change any options and hope that it works. Yeah, I mean, it looks, seeing some of the videos for this, it looks like it would rotate in game too. This is not fun. The game crashed again. Crazy how much this game is crashing. Very fragile. If you change things, it just doesn't work. Let me try a different language and see if that makes a difference. Deutsch. Actually started to try to learn some Deutsch this weekend. I have this German language book and it's been collecting dust for the past 2 months. Finally start to actually learn some German, considering that I live in Germany. Freundschaftsspiel. I did learn today that Spiel means play. Oh, I made the mistake of... Oh, look at... I made the mistake of pressing right, and the language doesn't change anything. Oh man. You know, afterwards I will try it in Hegan and see if it's actually a mapping problem, but I really doubt it. I think this game is just really buggy. Buggy and possibly a bad dump. I think that's what's going on. Welcome to my world. It isn't so bad for me to live here without speaking Germany, because when I'm at work everybody speaks English, so it's not really a problem. Try this. I'll go back to the options and try the 5 minutes. Maybe the 5 minutes is the problem. Need to alter. Cameroon. Ireland. Uruguay versus Mexico. That was definitely not the teams I chose. Come on, I want to play. I think. What the heck? Start! Start! Oh, jeez. Haha, now it's glitched out. I'm sure that this is like 2-player, but it just arbitrarily selected 2 players. It's the same match. I don't understand that. This World Cup is kind of stupid and unplayable. Deutschland. Yeah, now it's Sweden versus Argentina. Total football. Where is the player? How do I do anything? That was pointless. Denmark. Holy crap, this game is glitchy. Do I dare press left? If I press right, it'll probably crash, right? Here we go! Ha! Oh man, it crashed. That's just great, isn't it? Holy crap, it might have even crashed the emulator. It's that way. Yeah. Completely messed up SNES IX. It did not like that at all. Try it again. Let's fast forward and see if it goes into an autoplay mode or something. Oh man, it crashes if you wait too long by the looks of it. Like, what's going on with the second thing? It's just like, let's go nuts. Maybe that's the problem here. View computer matches is on. We'll give that a shot. Mini League actually was working. It's Northern Ireland. Don't press right. Pressing right crashes the game. Okay. Yeah, I think it actually saves the setting. Game crashed again. Yeah, I think there must be battery backup. Yeah, there is. So yeah, looking at the scene, I just want to look at the scene release information, you know. Yeah, that doesn't say anything. Let's see here. So the scene release, probably September 9th, or September 6th, 1995. I assume. I never know the exact date format. So, supplier's old dirty bastard. So there's some pirate who managed to get this prototype. This month we'd like to welcome a loyal soldier, old dirty bastard, who's joined the ranks of Napalm. He will serve his country well. Terradome is down for good. But we're glad to report the hoodlum will continue to be a loyal soldier of Napalm, remain active duty. Napalm is looking for suppliers, coders, graphics, artists, musicians, blah blah blah. Holy smokes. There's a list of scenes here. Here's some scene trash talk in here, I think. Talking about yeah, you know, these scene guys were not the nice people, you know. They were all about software piracy, and you know, maybe some of them were a bit racist as well. Oh no, no, this is even better. This is not this is actually from Die Hard Game Fan. So this is a very famous incident where they had some um, they had some text that they had in as a placeholder, and it was a super racist thing, and it actually made it into the magazine because they didn't check well enough. The editor didn't check well enough, and the guy who writes Die Hard Game Fan, he is actually super opposed to having the scans of the magazine online because there's this particular issue out there and he doesn't want it out there. So that's an interesting tidbit from this release. That's actually really funny. The sceners were talking about this. That's amazing. Wow. Oh man. Yeah, if you look up this particular issue on Google, you can find a scan of this. It's out there. I think I actually do have a scan of this particular issue on my computer somewhere. But yeah, it was a huge fuck up. Obviously, it left an impression on these sceners, and they actually put it into the scene release file here. That's really funny. But it's not so great for preservationists because, like, I remember retro mags were starting to scan some of the diehard game fan, and the guy who owns it was like, totally, don't put those up. That's why. He is super embarrassed by that, I'm sure. Or at least I hope he is. Alright. We'll try a little bit more and then maybe we'll play a different game. Do some fast forwarding. The most fragile game. Crashes all the time. It's glitchy. See, now I can't select the option there. Like, this is 7. Like, I can't change anything except for the duration. Maybe the hotshot works now. It's just a bunch of glitch. It's glitching. Everything's glitching. Now that's glitching. Yeah, so that's total football, I think. Game, either it's a really bad dump, or it's just really broken. And it's amazing because 24 hours ago, I didn't know of the existence of this as an unreleased SNES game. Oh, that's a good point. Maybe the 5 minutes is what's glitching it. Oh, it'll be more than that. I mean, there's like actual gameplay. I mean, I've got some prototypes that are just graphics demos, and they're less interesting than this. Yes, mate. It was very awesome, Petrovic. Like, I mean, I've been saying this for the past month. Like, we need to go through all the ROMs and document everything because you know it just hasn't been done. I mean, no intros there to, you know, make sure that every time you play, the options are set differently. It's really weird. Yeah, no intro is doing a good job of like just having a list of, you know, ROMs and stuff, but there's no information in that, so. Oh, sorry. Whoa! That's high pitched. I pressed right, sorry. I should not have pressed right. It, we'll check this hypothesis that the 30 minutes is what's will allow us to go further. This time is at 7. So I think the SRAM must be getting corrupt, and that's why it's changing every time. Oh, it crashed again. Whew, it really crashed hard this time. Oh man. Well, that's total football. I think that what's happening is that the save RAM, it keeps getting corrupted. Like there's something that's writing to it. So I don't know how to fix that. I'm not an emulator expert. Anyway, should we try something else? So yeah, you may remember this list if you've watched other ones. I've got a whole bunch of games crossed off. Of course, at the bottom, I had to add Total Football, brand new game, unreleased game. So on this list, there's Arcus Odyssey, PAL Street Combat, and PAL Super Solitaire. Well, you know, let's. Arcus Odyssey is really probably going to be more interesting. Street Combat, Super Solitaire, which are probably just PAL, you know, conversions and without any other changes. Yeah, we should play Arcus Odyssey. I'll check to see if I have any article ready for that. Do. Arcus Odyssey. 116. All right. So yeah, I mean, this game came out in Japan. It's Arcus Spirits, I think. Let's see if I have the ROM handy here. Doesn't look like it. I'll have to search for it, but it shouldn't take too long. Smoke Monster packs. How do I find it? Make a proper folder. Sorry, this is going to take a bit. I thought this other game was going to be more complete than it was. Here we go. I should look at the Smoke Monster pack here. It's got a lot of stuff in it, including Total Football. I'm just having a little look. See if there's anything I missed. There might be a few things. I'll definitely have a look. You know, there's probably some stuff that I've missed. I should actually ask Smoke Monster if what he's found, because he'll know about that. Well, yeah, I've actually played this like many years ago, so should be all right, I think. Okay, now it should be up and running here. Just want to switch some stuff. Wolf Team. So this game was going to be called Arcus Odyssey, but in this prototype it still has the Japanese title, which is Arcus Spirits. At least I think it's called Arcus Spirits. I should have checked first. So, and another thing, I also haven't checked the origin of this, but I also would assume this is a scene release. Because it's been on the internet since I started doing emulation. Got a password. So this is sort of like a gauntlet style game, if I recall correctly. I'll have sort of a shield is B. Let's fight some stuff. The controls are a bit awkward if you have to shoot on an angle. You kind of have to be moving to shoot that way. So I think one of the reasons why this game didn't come out was because Renovation, which was going to be the publisher, was purchased by Sega. So they had a whole bunch of SNES games that they were ready to publish, and they just never came out because Sega bought this. Seems like kind of a waste, because I think several of the games that they had were like almost done. Kind of not a boundary on the side of the text box. That probably would have been fixed in the final version. Okay. The controls. Good graphics there. Yeah. So, what are the Renovation games? There was Neugier, I think it's called. So it's an RPG. and um, The Journey Home, I think it's called. But that might actually be Neugier. Yeah, it is. Yeah. So The Journey Home, I think, was Neugier, and apparently it was actually finished. Like they had finished translating it. Yeah, yeah. So I think Gideon G actually translated it. But, you know, in theory, there's an actual official English version. It just never was released. The controls in this game are incredibly awkward because everything is angled, but in order to shoot at an angle, you have to be moving in that direction. It's a huge problem. See, I want to kill this enemy, but you have to be basically moving towards it to actually shoot in that direction. It's a very annoying mechanic. Yes. Can't actually use magic because I don't have any. Oh, it's very true. Like, you know, I found out recently there's a prototype of Torneco's Mysterious Dungeon that was fully translated to English. It's called Tulun's Mysterious Dungeon. This game is brutally hard because you can't shoot diagonally easily. You don't even keep your items. Yeah, Tulun's Mysterious Dungeon was apparently completed. They didn't release it. Probably because the guy who was sort of in charge of those decisions was kind of stupid. If you read the article, I think it was in... I forget where I read it. Like, the guy... Like, he had something against RPGs, even though Enix did RPGs. Like, he said, oh, ActRaiser had too much of this stupid strategy part. Just focus on the action parts for ActRaiser 2. And that's why they did it. It's kind of disappointing. They could have released Tulun's Mysterious Dungeon. Or maybe, you know, Dragon Quest V. You just basically have to keep shooting, otherwise you're gonna be having a bad time. Oh, I missed the text box and then I died. I wonder if it's easier if I play as a different character. just really hard because you have to keep shooting sideways and then stay in one spot. Don't keep shooting sideways. Now that magic sounds nice. If I had any magic points. Ah! Arcus is too strong. This game looks very... It doesn't seem like it could not really be complete, I don't think. There doesn't seem to be a way out of the password screen. You have to wonder if... Oh, there it goes. I just randomly found like a correct password. That's hilarious. That's awesome. What are the chances of just randomly finding a correct password like that? Well, the music's alright, I think. I mean, it's the same music in level 1 and level 5, though. That's absolutely hilarious that I just randomly selected something in the passwords and I ended up in level 5. That's absolutely hilarious. Those guys take a lot of hits. Oh, I see. Like, if you hold R, then it changes the direction that you can go. Yeah, play the lottery. I don't even know. I'm sure there's a lottery in Germany, but... You can press L and R to go left and right. I don't see the point though. It doesn't... I don't know what... Do you press select to use magic? No. Like, I don't know how you're supposed to use the items. I think they put all their effort onto the game over screen graphics. That guy's in the jail. Thanks for that long-winded talk. Oh. Ah, the shield did nothing. Hey, we got... This makes it much more doable, I think. Maybe. What? Ah. That was interesting. Getting a second character. This game is super hard. Scorpion shooting the freaking laser beams. Holy crap, there's lots of enemies. I'm gonna find the Japanese version and see if it's actually better. You would hope so. I mean, okay, this is the Japanese version by Sammy, not Wolf Team. It's almost exactly the same. Kami no Inai Shin or Kami Dono. Kami Dono? Mr. God? Nope, this is exactly the same. Exact same awkward controls. Ah! What do you have to say? Senshi. Oiwa. It's waterfall. I don't. Waterfall, no. Muko, no. Okay, I don't know that Chinese character. That's really weird. Inochi Kara Gara. I forget. Anyway, it's timing. There's something behind the waterfall. As we know in the other version. I actually think you get one less life in the Japanese version, making this even worse. Elemental Pate o Mitsuketa. Elemental Party. Hai, torimasu. Still not clear how to actually use magic. Ah! Yeah, it really looks like the prototype version is just a pretty much finished localization of the Japanese game. Like, it isn't actually before the Japanese version, so... And it's just brutally hard. I mean, there's nothing more to say about that. It'd be a lot easier if you kept if when you stopped you would be keep shooting diagonally. It's just a very awkward game. Like, if you want to go shoot diagonally, it's just, you know, it sometimes goes, but like, he resets to a cardinal direction. For some reason, L and R. If you hold L and R at the same time, he puts up shield. If you just press R and L, you go left and right, which seems incredibly pointless, because that's what the D-pad does. Well, I don't know if I'll play this anymore. It's just really hard and because of bad controls mostly. So I think that's all I'll do for tonight. We played two unreleased games on my list, and I think I will check Smoke Monster's ROM sets that I have now and see what's there. I mean, Smoke Monster has done a wonderful job sorting everything, so it'll be good to, have some organization of that. Maybe there is some unreleased stuff that I don't have documented at all. So, anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll maybe do this again next weekend if I have time. Ciao.